Hey guys, welcome back to some more AFK Arena. Today we're back over on the YouTube account. We're going to talk a little bit about goal planning and kind of how I plan out my AFK journey. Now, one of the big things to remember, guys, is even if you're pay to win, if you are free to play, really the goal planning or the prioritizing of heroes within AFK Arena makes a huge difference when it comes to progression. Now, again, a couple things you really want to focus on if you're a little bit earlier game. So I'd say even early to mid game, you really want to focus on picking up red chests. Now, they are going to be your priority when it comes to building out a lot of the heroes. A lot of them do require the epic emblem chest or the red chest to build out those plus 30 signature items. And again, this is going to be the big priority when you're looking at the early game to mid game. And we'll go through kind of step by step to where the process is. So when you start accumulating those epic emblem chests, you're really going to rely on the tier list. We do have the most current tier list that we have up, making sure that you're building out the heroes to a specific level that you do need those plus 30 signature items. Now, majority of the awakened heroes are pretty much everyone except for really, I would say, the awakened version of Taylene and probably the awakened version of Aziz really benefit a lot from the plus 30 signature item. Big reason those two not really used in very many game modes. Actually, I don't know anywhere that they're really being used any further. But when you start looking at the factions and just thinking of red chest, guys, thinking of heroes, the awakened version of Belinda, you have Thane in there, you have Palmer in there, you have Jerome in there, you have Scarlet in there that would do incredibly well with the plus 30 signature items. And you could literally just go down the line from Naruko to Sophia to the awakened version of Brutus. We have Crescio in here, we have Anasa in here. A lot of heroes going in and really getting that plus 30 signature item. Now, you'll get to a point where a majority of the primary heroes that you have within the faction do have their signature items. At that point, you're slowly going to kind of transition. You're still going to pick up some red chests, but you'll ultimately transition to start picking up elemental cores. Now, this, of course, is going to be the E30 or the plus 30 engraving, all the way up to the plus 60 engraving. Now, very similar to what we see with the red chests, the elemental cores are going to be required for heroes that do need the 60 engraving. Now, of course, that does include the awakened heroes, which is, again, kind of a stopping point or a contention point between a lot of different players, because it does require not only a significant investment to get the heroes for the awakened ones by themselves, but it also costs an incredible amount to build them out, because they do require a very heavy build. Now, during this time, guys, you'll also be farming a couple other things, including Poe coins. So Poe coins, of course, you're going to be getting out of the store right here. You're going to be picking up Poe coins on a regular basis. You're going to be picking up elemental shards. You're going to be picking up your essence, and you'll also be picking up your primordial and your amplifying emblems. So you have a lot of things that kind of do go in conjunction with building up these heroes to a certain point. Now, of course, the Poe coins are going to be utilized within the Oak Inn. And again, using the wish list in here, guys, you're going to make sure that you're prioritizing all of the heroes that really, based on the wish list, need not only the signature items, but the engraving as well as the furniture to really build them out. So overall, guys, you have to prioritize. And again, the way that I do this is, number one, guys, I look at one awakened hero. Now, I only build one awakened hero one by one, regardless of where they fall within the tier list. Make sure if you're building out a specific hero, and I get this question a lot, you know, they might say, I have the awakened version of Leica already at Mythic. Should I keep building her out, or should I switch to the new heroes? Overall, guys, the utility of the awakened version of Leica is super high. I would continue building her out if you already have her at Mythic or even Mythic Plus. It's very fast, it's very efficient to go ahead and finish her out, especially with the emblems that we're going to be getting from these new awakened heroes. Just continue the progression, guys, one awakened hero at a time. Second part, one celestial, one dimensional hero. There are going to be, of course, some priorities in here, starting with Liberta, one of the absolute highest priorities when it comes to building out a hero. Works incredibly well in all game modes, is an SSS top tier hero. So if you're looking to build out a damage dealer with informations, Liberta is going to be a very solid choice. followed by Lava Tune. Now, Lava Tune, of course, super effective, guys, is used literally in every place in AFK Arena. Now, the big difference between these two and why Liberta actually comes in as the first priority one that you want to build is because he is a damage dealer versus Lava Tune being a support hero, kind of a buffer, where when you look, again, in the case of Liberta, if you do not have him built, you're not going to be able to actually do a lot of the Curse Realm Nightmare Corridor, really being more effective in those game modes with him being built. If you can borrow a copy, that works incredibly well, as long as you can get it every single week. But he is, there are formations that he is in that are literally built around him and specifically Liberta, which again, I would probably put Liberta as the number one to build out first, followed by Lava Tune. Then I would probably go in here and build out either Demia, which is still a very, very solid choice with Demia, or I would build out Lucilla. Both of them, again, going to have a lot of utility within AFK Arena. Definitely want to build both of those out because, again, when it comes to utility, when it comes to the functionality, guys, all of them are being used across all the different game modes. We're even seeing them in the towers. We're seeing them in the campaign. We're seeing them pretty much anywhere the PvP is, Treasure Scramble, any of the LC tournaments, all of those, they are being used. But then when you even switch over to the Nightmare Corridor, the Curse Realm, the Temporal Rift, even looking at, you know, a couple different places, they're used everywhere, guys. These heroes and their utility that we do see, which we're assuming is going to carry over to the new Celestials and Hypogean Awakened heroes that we are going to see that are coming up global on Tuesday. But you have to farm out a lot of different resources, guys. Going through, doing the Labyrinth on a daily basis, get in the Dismal Maze, make sure you sweep with a couple other players. But again, prioritizing one Awakened hero, one Celestial or Hypogean that you're going to utilize with Stargazer Scrolls, and you're also going to build with Diamonds. And then, of course, the primary 4 factions. And I do the exact same, guys. I focus on one single primary 4 faction hero at a time. It is really the way to build it. And you can also follow that same with the dimensional hero, guys, is you're going to build them out one at a time. It is really just a baby step process when you're going through here and you're building out these heroes. Now, I've done the exact same on the free to play account that I have on the pay to win account on the YouTube account. It works incredibly well. What I mean by that is when you get a specific hero, let's say you just picked out Rem is going to be your focus within here, which means you're going to build the collection, you're going to build the signature item, you're going to go for the furniture, you're going to do the engraving, you're also going to look for the gear. So there are really 5 points of the hero that you are going to be looking to build out. And again, I have them written down on a sheet of paper next to my desk, just the way that I do it, guys, kind of old school, on what heroes we're building out, where we're going to build them. So I do benchmark all of the heroes. If you checked out the AFK shorts, there is a minimal build, an optimal build, and then the whale build for pretty much every single hero. I don't think I've done Vika yet, but I'll definitely get that up pretty soon, as well as the new heroes that are coming. But I make sure that I build them to the optimal build for their utility, and also in conjunction with the tier list. So it does all kind of flow together. So, all right, guys, so that's going to do it for the video. The rest of this one, I'm going to run through, and I actually want to go through my Voyage of Wonder because I have to finish out the Misty Valley. Now, in here, you want to push to 41, guys. I cannot stress that enough. Getting through Chapter 41 is, of course, going to utilize and getting everything out of this treasure trove. You really have to think of it in this manner, guys. And the way that I look at it is every single battle that you are missing loot. So again, you have to kind of think about this in a big picture aspect. Every single place that you're missing loot is going to hinder the ability for you to build heroes, which is the reason why any game modes, you want to prioritize maxing out the loot. Even looking at the Mystic Star, that we have right up now, the Star Zone, I was drawing a blank on the name, but you want to maximize the loot in there. You want to make sure these game modes you're getting through, you're going through all of the voyages, you're doing all of the peaks of time, you're going through, and again, just completing literally everything that you can within this game, because it is going to roll up, guys, when you start pushing the towers. And I stress this enough. I know we talk about it quite a bit in the live streams, stressing the ability to push the towers is really a game changer when it comes to time emblems, when it comes to your Stargazer Scrolls. You want to push those, and you want to push them nonstop. This one, we need Titus, and we need the Celia, so let's drop in Titus in there. I know I do have them built, I think, out a little bit in here. And then Cecilia the same. But again, prioritizing heroes in here, guys, it's huge, especially this game mode, because you get a free hero out of here, which usually the most recent one that you want to get. But honestly, out of here right now, I would get Jerome. Jerome, if you do not have him built, guys, he is another hero that is a pretty big game changer for the most part. So no tank, no support, and wilders. And again, this game mode, relatively easy. So we're going wilders, we're going right there. So we'll go no support. We'll go all rangers in this, including, now you can do this. Most of you see that I am running the awakened version of Thane in here. You can do this with anyone. I can run it with Belinda. We used to run this with Ainz when Ainz was really the top dog for a majority of the content. We ran this a lot of times with Ainz and Albedo, but you can go through here and you can drop in pretty much whatever heroes you want. This game mode has gotten incredibly easy as we progress through here. And you can see we do move through here pretty quick. On most of the battles, you can do all three of the dynamics in here, making it, again, very, very easy to get through. Defeat a hero within 10 seconds. So in here, I'm going to drop in Athelia because we need some Celestials. And we're just going to drop in straight damage in here. Then you know what? Let's go with Lucilla. All damage dealers should be able to take out somebody within a first couple seconds, or take out the entire team within the first 3 seconds. Just really crushing it right there. But stage number 16 already, guys. Light bearers. So again, we'll just swap them out, swap them right back in. You can also set them in formations. I find it's a little bit slower to actually go through here and do the formations themselves. It does take a little bit more time and effort to get through the game mode, because again, it is pretty easy to get through here. We need Orin or Iran, and we need Verk. So we'll drop out these two. We will drop Iran in there. There we go. And Verk is down here somewhere, probably on a level 1 if we do have them. All of the heroes, I believe, probably 96% of them, we have them already built out to 5 stars. So it is pretty easy, again, to get through some of this content based on the heroes, based on where you're at. But again, even with the free-to-play account, I have absolutely no problem getting through here. Very, very easy. So this one, we need Maulers, and then it said the same hero. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put in support. Let's put in a little bit more support. Let's put in some support. And I'm hoping that awakened version of Thane is going to be able to just kill everybody. And usually that's the case. Is Thane will take out a majority of the targets, which he did not. So excluding, we need 4 excluding this with the same hero. So we'll drop out damage, and just go in here with some really kind of fluffy support heroes in here. Thane should be able to take out everybody, with everybody else kind of doing a minimal amount of damage in this one. Which, of course, we got the defensive aspect with the original version of Thane. Defeat at least 4 in the same, with the same, oh, excluding some, yeah. I'll take care of that one in a minute. But this one was, what is it, Wilder? Kill a backline. Now, backline, guys, you don't have to do it together. You can actually do this one first, which again makes it a lot easier. A lot of times we can take out a back line just because of the awakened version of Leica and her damage overall at the very beginning. We might have actually got this one. There we go, which we did. Yeah, we should be able to just, and again, I wonder if we can even do this, guys. I'm just wondering if by chance, I'm thinking he's going to be strong enough to literally take down the team. There we go. I figured that would be the case. So here we have Greyborn, and I think it said frontline must be warrior. So let's drop him back. We need Greyborn, and we need Greyborn warriors. There we go. Frontline is warrior. Rest of this, not really too concerned about. We'll put Shamir and Grez in there. And again, we know Thane is just going to dominate in here like he always does. Even disrupts right there, guys. Just burns right through everybody. You can do it with Shamira. You can do it with any of the other heroes that you have. 5 different factions. And of course, we need the Celestials and the Hypogens first. Let's go ahead. We'll drop these in. And again, this game mode doesn't take long at all, guys. Once you get the second unlock, even there are 3 seconds, completely done. So now we just need different factions. we will be done with this game mode, waiting for the next reset. Let's do all of our awakened heroes, guys. We're just going to have an awakened party. There we go. And my Liberta is stronger than my awakened version of Athalia. And again, Leica almost kills everybody out literally right from the beginning. Leica pulls in all 5 kills. And there we go. We can collect up all of our loot. Boom. A lot of poke coins in there, guys. Up over here. All the chests are cleared, which is good. Final chest. Now, of course, like I said earlier, we are looking for Jerome. And there we go. So we got 2, 3 stones in there. Then, of course, a lot of our baits. We're looking for baits. We have another copy of Jerome. 10 Stargazer Scrolls. So the Misty Valley is complete for this time. And I believe Jerome, we are 1 short of having him up to 5 stars. So he is almost complete at this point. The rest of these, we're just going to save. We're going to save for the summons, guys. Pop and open these chests. This is 10,000 EXP right there. 95 million out of there. And then, of course, we did get a little bit of essence. Leveling our Elder Tree up. We're at 166 already. So we're making a ton of progression. But absolutely wanted to come in here, guys. Prioritizing heroes are really the key. Saving resources, making sure that when they come out, you can build them. 43,000 diamonds. We are ready for the other heroes. But guys, that'll do it for today's video. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. And as always, thank you guys for watching.